Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Cotton and this is my audience for you today.
He's excited. Please.
Alright, now everybody has grown up idolizing someone in their life, whether it be a famous person or, in my case, an athlete. And for me, it was Drew Brees whenever he transferred from the San Diego Chargers to the New Orleans Saints in 2006. Now, during this time, no one thought he was going to amount to anything after his injury to his shoulder. He wasn't going to make a great name for himself, but he overcame those odds, and he made a great name for himself in the city and for this country as a whole. And I'm going to tell you why he's going to be the greatest NFL player in the history of all time. And before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and say that my whole family is from Louisiana, so this is a totally unbiased speech. But ever since Drew started playing for the National Football League, he made a name for himself on and off the field. He was always a top-class act. He made sure he respected himself for his teammates and for everyone around him. And whenever he started playing for the New Orleans Saints, he made sure to bring his love for the game towards all of his teammates around him and for his community and country as well. And while being the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, he continuously broke numerous amount of records for the National Football League. His most previous and most prominent one being the most passing yards completed by any single quarterback in the National Football League, which is a staggering amount of 73,000 yards. Now, he had to beat Brett Favre and Peyton Manning actually to go through that. And he just recently passed Brett Favre to have the second most passing touchdowns ever. He's currently at 517. Brett Favre was at 508. And he is currently chasing towards 539 with Peyton Manning. But he has a few games left of the season, so he definitely will beat that for sure. And according to the National Football League, he has broken another various number of recurring records for the National Football League, including passes completed, pass attempts, passing yards by play, passes completed per game, pass completion percentage, yards per pass attempt, the sack percentage, and finally the overall total offense. Now that is a total of 9 total records by one single given player in the National Football League, and that is absurd and unheard of in this day and age with the amount of athleticism throughout the entire country. And he's just an extraordinary class act, and that's why we all love him today. But Drew is not only known for being just an all-star on the field, he is known for being a class act and all-star off the field. He is currently delved into 4 major charities and relief organizations, those being known as the National Wildlife Foundation, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the United Service Organization, and its very own Brees Dream Foundation. Now, the Brees Dream Foundation alone has made over $25 million to date. And now that is to help globally to improve the quality of life for cancer patients and to provide care, education, organizational needs for children and families, especially in the disaster crisis. And that hits home for me because my family was living in Louisiana at the time during Hurricane Katrina, and that just absolutely devastated the city completely. And people like Drew Brees stepped up for the community and for the country and the people that he actually cares about. And he made sure they got the help, the financial aid, the situational problems that they were in, the shelter, and it just resonated with me throughout my entire years, and that's why we all love him to this day. And because of this, throughout this career in football and his relationship with his community and country around him and me, he has inspired millions of Americans today, including my family and myself. And I'm going to speak on his behalf, but I think his most prominent record or memory would be winning the Super Bowl championship in 2009 and also becoming the Super Bowl MVP, which is such a prestigious award, and nobody deserves it more than him. And not only is he a superstar on the field, but also off the field, and that is why he is the greatest NFL player of this time. And whenever he wins the Super Bowl in the next couple of weeks, you guys will all agree with me.
Who that? Who that? Who that say don't beat them Saints? Who that? Who that?